here, Logan County High School. Go Cougars, white and blue Cougars, go!
Welcome to this edition of the Logan County Cougar News. Our cast and crew have been busy preparing today's episode. Through a complete change in process, style, and appearance, we hope you enjoy our broadcast. Now, on to the news.
With the new school year comes new faces in our school system. One of the most notable new faces is our new superintendent, Paul Mullins. Mr. Mullins is returning to Logan County from Cougar County Schools, where he was previously the superintendent.
When this job came open, it was we felt like it was a no-brainer to at least stick your name in and apply and hopefully get it.
Mr. Mullins has a vision to help the students develop their strengths and help them achieve their dreams.
Is how do we engage learners? You guys are on task in a way that you're in tune with what's going on, and technology is a good way to do it.
At the end of the day, Mr. Mullins still finds the greatest part of his job is getting to go into the schools and see the teachers, students, and administrators.
The best part of my job is when I get to go out to the buildings and I get to see students. I got into it because I enjoy being around students, and I'm a people person, and I like to laugh and cut up, but also there's a serious side to me as well. So I enjoy being out in the buildings and seeing teachers and students and administrators.
This has been Seth Wright reporting for Logan County Cougar News.
Our superintendent isn't the only thing to change in our school. Starting this year, students from Russellville School will be able to attend our JROTC course.
Typically, Logan County's relationship with Russellville has been one of competition, but this year the two schools have combined for the JROTC program.
There's a wait list nationwide of about 1,500 schools that want on the program, and I was sitting around Sergeant Major thinking one day, you know, we have two high schools here in the community. It's one team, one family, one community kind of thing that we've came up with, and that's kind of our logo for it.
So far, this has made a very positive impact on the program. We asked Bree Lewis what her favorite part of this new program is.
Like getting to come here and get to visit all the students, the new students, the people that you haven't met before. I think it's just a good experience to have.
Students in the program have been able to bond despite rivalry, combining their efforts to improve as a team.
Because Russellville and Logan County has always had this kind of rivalry, even with the Clash of the Cats. So I take it as Russellville's coming over and we're breaking down that barrier. We're starting something new and it's working out great.
Staff is equally pleased with the combined forces of Logan County and Russellville in the JROTC program, and we hope to continue this program for years to come.
Now we're looking forward to seeing how this goes and develops, and hopefully this can be a long-term event and not just this year alone.
This has been Jack Mills of the Logan County Cougar News. Hey, this is Media Roundup and I'm Barbecue Dad. A bunch of things happened last month that are worthy of note. DC stepped their foot in the realms of the cinematic universe with the edgiest critical failure of the past month, Suicide Squad. Failing not only to please their hardcore fans, but also failing to really make a general audience excited about a future DC movie. On the musical end of the spectrum, alternative R&B singer and former Odd Future alumni Frank Ocean released the long-awaited follow-up to Channel Orange, Blonde. Alongside a magazine release and a video album, Frank Ocean proved to his fans that he is capable of meeting 4 years of hype and even exceeding expectations, releasing a very heartfelt project that managed to touch home with listeners, even at its most experimental moments. We may not hear from him again for a long time, but old fans and new ones alike are very happy with what they're hearing. From the month of September, we're going to be hearing a lot of has-beens trying to find common ground with us. Recent singles from some of these artists have been promising, and I'm mainly referring to the Gold School rap group De La Soul's single featuring Snoop Dogg, teasing their upcoming album. However, singles from a certain studio plant by the name of have displayed a sonically dumbed-down version of 90s dancehall that I can only imagine will spread throughout the track list of her next album like a deadly disease. More obscure artists such as Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds will also be coming back for another album, but I feel like their returning efforts will be mainly overshadowed by more popular artists and the morbid curiosity that a new Britney Spears album encourages. Lastly, rather than an original idea, Hollywood is giving us yet another remake of a movie you love. The Blair Witch Project, the godfather of found footage horror, has been remade and will be released this September. Now, this isn't a remastered cut of the original film like they did with the original Exorcist. No, this is a new movie, sort of. Casual movie fans will probably enjoy the concept of an older horror movie being released in the fall, but I can imagine hardcore fans probably won't even give it the time of day. You know how Hollywood remakes work. I'm Barbecue Dad, signing out.
Big changes are happening on our campus. You may have noticed the construction equipment working on the former cross-country course. Logan County is getting a trade school. This project began September 7th. This facility is a cutting-edge center where students can learn hands-on skills of the trade to help them in today's competitive workplace. This project is estimated to cost around $20 million. Construction is expected to last 15 months and will be completed by November of 2017. By next Christmas, students should be able to attend courses in the new building. We look forward to this expansion on our campus. This has been Kylie Todd with Logan County Cougar News.
Logan County High School is a building full of bright, young, talented individuals. All throughout the student body of LCHS, there are people who are extraordinary, and for even more extraordinary reasons. This is Cougar Talk, where we find those students and show them off for what they are. Today's topic is Miss Maria Wells. Maria is a 10th grader here who is truly captivating. She sings, she writes, and she does it all while maintaining her grades. For those of you who were here last year, you may remember her from the Spring Assembly, where she performed and sang an original piece. Maria has always been a writer, but what made her so interested in the art?
My parents and my grandparents, they're all very musical, and I've grown up with my mom singing me to sleep at night, and so I've always just had the need to sing, and there was never a moment in my life where I don't think I ever didn't like singing or I didn't want to sing. So I started writing. The first song I remember writing was called Up in the Clouds, and I think I was in the 3rd grade, and it wasn't good or anything, but I remember sitting on the counter and Mom was like, "Good job, Maria," and she was like, "Write that down," because I was just singing. She was asking me, "What is that?" I said, "Oh, I just thought of it," and she made me write it down, which I'd already forgotten what I'd said, so the words on the paper were different than what I was singing, but that's the first thing I remember writing. Sometimes when I'm writing a song, I don't know what to write, and that's when I stop. I'll only write whenever things come to me, because if I'm feeling a certain way, or if just something happens in my life that I'm like, I just think of a pretty tune and I'm like, I need to write this down, and that's how I get what people call the good stuff. But sometimes what people call the good stuff is what comes from the heart, I think, the most. And so yeah, that's how I write stuff. Favorite place to perform is probably in front of more than just my family. It's funny because I get in front of the school and I can perform better than I can in front of just 4 people. And so I like it more when I'm in front of more people, I think. I think it just eases my mind and helps me relax. My best friends, they're always right there beside me, telling me good job and supporting me even when I don't think that I'm doing as good as I wish I could. And my family is always right behind me, trying to get me into a good school and always supporting me with my grades and telling me to keep your head up, that you're going to make it and you're going to be okay. Definitely want to do something with singing, songwriting, and I don't know where I'm going to end up, but I'm really hoping that I'm going to be able to pursue music for the rest of my life because it's my passion. It's just what I love doing.
Maria, we wish you well on your way into the music world.
Many new and exciting things are happening in the tech world, and here's Jacob to tell you some of them.
As you may have noticed, technology is a great thing, but most of it moves too quickly before we ever notice what happened. I've got all the latest in tech news for you. This is Tech Central. For all you PC gamers out there, AMD has a new line of graphics cards coming out in 2017, codenamed Vega. Expect more graphics horsepower for less price. For all you fitness people out there, Fitbit unveiled 2 new bands recently, the Charge 2 coming out this month, and the Flex 2 coming out next month. The Charge 2 has pulse tracking, like most other models, and breathing assistance, which helps you breathe better. The Charge 2 comes at a hefty price of $170 US, and the Flex 2 comes at a measly $99. The Charge 2 is available for pre-order now. The Flex 2 hasn't been released, nor has it had a projected release date or even a pre-order date. We'll have to wait and see on that one. That's all the tech news I have for you. This is Tech Central. Thanks for learning with us.
As many of you have noticed, Logan County High School is changing, and not just in the looks and people. The entire atmosphere surrounding the school is starting to change. This building is slowly but surely experiencing a Pep movement. Included in this movement is the general excitement around us. However, this doesn't just happen. So what caused the spark? While there are countless numbers of reasons why this is occurring, we've stuck to the basics. The first of these being our Student Renaissance Leadership Team, run by Mr. Webster.
Renaissance is something that we will be doing for quite some time. We've seen some good results. We're working at improving the things that we need to improve, school spirit and taking some pride, and getting the students to want to be here instead of having to be here. Renaissance is working at doing some projects throughout the school to make it look better. We got some things in the works. We're also working at celebrating some accomplishments. You will see our birthday boards, our perfect attendance boards in the front. We will also be celebrating some victories academically. You'll see those in the coming weeks, but we've had a lot of good response in what we're doing from both students and staff, faculty, and community members. I think over the next few months you're going to see even more, so we're really happy to see that coming. You can follow us on Twitter, on Instagram, and on Facebook. We're on all three. You can search LC Renaissance and find those. We would love to see you and what you're doing here at Logan County. Thanks.
Another reason this PEP movement has taken place is because of our PEP Club, run by Ms. Scarborough.
PEP Club is an organization that works to promote school spirit. They host the pep rallies, they plan spirit weeks, they just do a lot of things to make everyone more excited to come to school and more proud of the school. So I was talking to my officers, and one of the things they wanted everyone to know is how much behind the scenes work that we do. Just putting things together, prepping everything, planning everything. And another thing I want everyone to know is that the students are the ones who come up with all of the ideas. So in Pep Club, basically we sit, we have a meeting, we come up with all the Spirit Week days with games, and then we all vote on it. I think Pep Club makes people more excited to come to school. The more school pride you have, the more excited you are to come every day. I think it just makes school more fun, something to look forward to. You're here a lot. You're here all week. It's like a job, and so if there's something that can make it more fun, I'd like to do it. So you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and we have a Facebook page, LCHS Thunder.
The final reason this PEP movement is happening is not from any club at all, but rather from our students taking action. The LC student section is the most lit student body to ever grace this far side of the bleachers. This crowd is full of students, all cheering on and supporting our Cougars in their competitions. They typically pick a theme, and boy did they stay in character.
Are 99 going on 100?
I turned 100 on the 12th.
On the 12th.
I'm young.
I'm
98. Friday.
Wait,
Friday.
Carol, he can't hear us if we're all talking.
These kids have such a positive impact on our athletes, as well as the rest of our audience. To speak on behalf of the volleyball team, Shelby Hardison explains to us just how they've helped.
When the student section first showed up to one of our first scrimmages of the season, they were standing on their feet, clapping and cheering for us, and you really felt the energy in the room pick up. Automatically, our team started playing better, and we just had a lot more fun playing whenever we felt supported by the student section. You just feel like you have the whole crowd on your side, and it's a good feeling knowing that your peers support you and they want to see you succeed.
To conclude, we'd like to thank the individuals who have created this movement, and also you, because without you, we wouldn't be this school. We wouldn't be Cougars.
Last Friday, the Logan County Pep Club hosted Cougar Fest for the second year. Cougar Fest is a competition between clubs at Logan County High School, including events such as cornhole, a picture scavenger hunt, and an obstacle course. In the end, FBLA won again for the second year in a row, making them the reigning champions. All that attended had a great time. If you missed it, you have the chance to attend another exciting event, Homecoming. The ceremony is at 6:30 before the football team takes on Hopkins County Central. A dance will follow the game. The cost is $5 and will be over by 11 o'clock.
Congrats to the boys soccer team on their 13th district win against Russellville High School on Tuesday.
Congrats to the girls soccer teams that are able to come out with a solid regional win over Barron County with a score of 6-1. Be sure to come out and support them next Tuesday night as they play University Heights at home.
Congrats to the volleyball team on their 100th consecutive district win as they beat Franklin Simpson on September 6th. Make sure to come out and support them again as they take on Todd County on senior night Monday.
The Logan County football team battled hard against Greenwell but were unable to come out on top. Make sure you come and support them as they look for the win this Friday against Hopkins Central.
We hope you've enjoyed this installment of the Logan County Cougar News. If you'd like to stay updated on when we make a new episode, follow us at LCHS Cougar News on Twitter and Instagram.
Go Big Blue, go Big Blue, go Big Blue.